As a project manager, you're going to be working with people across different levels. You're going to be working with like really senior people, VP level folks, and you're going to be working with like maybe your peers and even people junior to you. Most times, you're going to have to coordinate some project activities across different levels, and it's very important for you to understand how to manage people at different levels. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing what it means to manage up, basically managing one level or several levels ahead of the level that you're on, dealing with people that are much more senior than you on the job, and how to make sure that you get the best stakeholder coordination as much as possible. Hi, my name is Moyo, and welcome to Grow with Mo, a personal development channel helping you adults one video at a time. I hope that you're going to stick around by subscribing so I can see more of you and so you can see more of me as I share helpful tips and tricks for personal and professional development. The very first thing you want to throw away, absolutely throw away when it comes to managing up, is imposter syndrome. Yes, this is a very it's a big catchphrase in the professional world that everybody throws around, but it's also very real and sometimes very palpable. Imposter syndrome is basically when you feel like you don't belong somewhere or you feel like you're not qualified enough to hold whatever position that you hold. Imposter syndrome gets in the way of confidence. It gets in the way of you being able to show up as your full self and put your utmost best into the job. It is a distraction, it weighs you down, and it just makes you feel inferior to other people who are just as qualified as you to hold the job. So it's important to work on what it means to get rid of imposter syndrome. We're not going to be talking so much about that in this video, but I hope that you can do some research to understand what it means, how it's impacting your work, and how you can get rid of it. Now that we have that out of the way, you have your full confidence. Managing people, you need to show up as yourself, as authentic as possible, understanding that when it comes, especially if you're working in corporate America, everybody is equal in value and there isn't any, um, I guess, innate hierarchy. Of course, there's some hierarchy when it comes to job positions, but when it comes to sharing ideas, when it comes to getting the job done, focusing on what needs to be done, and having one goal to achieve, there is no hierarchy. So you need to understand that and approach everyone with the same level of respect, regardless of where they stand within the organization. When it comes to managing senior people, understand that they're very busy. They have a lot on their plate. There's so many people competing for the attention that you need from them. So, when communicating with them, keep it clear and concise. Clear and concise, either written or verbally. Go straight to the point. Highlight what you need their help with. That's one of the biggest things that they look for. A lot of times they don't really care about the nitty-gritty details of the project. They are not looking for status updates. Most likely they want to understand, how does this project impact the business as a whole? What issues are you having and how can I help unblock those things? Keep this in mind when going into any conversation with a senior leader. Understand that your time is very limited and make sure that you're prepared with questions that would help you to get those three things that I previously listed out of them, or even for them to give you some direction and guidance on how to answer those superior questions that I just listed. Sometimes when you're managing up, you have to manage someone that's in another organization. You depend on them to for certain deliverables. And in that case, they don't have a direct relationship, working relationship with you, and it might be a little difficult to influence them to do things for you. In this case, one of the best ways to get things done is to get to know them through other people that work for them. Talk to their direct reports, talk to your manager, and like even maybe someone within your reporting line that's on the same level as that leader. Talk to them and try to understand what their working style is, how to best approach them, how to best communicate with them, so you're well prepared whenever you need to go talk to this person, either communicating via email or in a one-on-one meeting. And finally, try to understand what's most important to that leader. What's the biggest problem that they're trying to solve? What's keeping them up at night? You can get all of this information by talking to people, by reading through their. A lot of organizations would have, a yearly or annual plan that they document what they hope to achieve, the goals and objectives for that year. So if you can find a document like that, go read it and understand what's most important to this person and how does that connect to the project that you're working on. So that way, whenever you're interacting with them, you can always connect things back to their pain points and how you're bringing value, how you're trying to help solve that pain point. Sometimes working with people, you might have a goal that works for your organization, but it's not a priority for their organization. So it's important to try to draw the parallels to see how we're all working for the same company, we're all trying to achieve the same overarching goal in the long run. So try to highlight how this project benefits them as well. That way, they're more likely to want to help you. They're more likely to commit to deliverables and things and also deliver on time. In conclusion, managing up is something that can be intimidating in the beginning because you feel like these people most likely have more experience than you, they're higher up in the company. But don't let that stop you. There's always an opportunity to learn and improve. I know that it's always intimidating for me in the beginning, especially when I'm approaching a senior leader for the first time. But over time, I started to realize that these are just people as well. And one last thing as a bonus that's helped me is interacting with these people outside of like the work environment. Maybe go to lunch with them, grab lunch, and have day-to-day conversations with them, get to know them on a personal level. That way it kind of helps demystify them and you're a little more relaxed when dealing with them at work. Thank you so much. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and I hope that you would also subscribe so you can get more of these videos. Talk to you later. Bye.